History doesn't always announce itself with trumpets. Sometimes it whispers behind closed doors, and if you're quiet enough, you can hear a nation being born. The room was warmer than it should have been, not from the summer sun alone, but from the weight of what was about to happen. I was there, hidden in the shadows of Independence Hall, pressed against the paneled wall of the Pennsylvania State House, half concealed behind a tall cabinet stacked with papers, drafts, corrections, crossed-out dreams. It was a hot summer day in 1776. The air felt thick and heavy. The windows were open, yet the air barely moved. Men in white wigs and long coats sat around a long wooden table. Their faces were tight with worry, but their backs were straight. Nervous, yes, but brave. Ink pots sat like dark, waiting eyes on the table. Benjamin Franklin broke the silence first. "Well," he said lightly, adjusting his spectacles, "we must all hang together, or most assuredly we shall all hang separately." A few men exhaled, not quite laughter, not quite relief. John Adams paced the room, boots striking the wooden floor with restless purpose. The words are agreed, the consequences are not. The room fell still. I saw Thomas Jefferson seated near the center, quiet and thoughtful. His fingers were already stained with ink. He picked up the quill, and for a moment his hand shook. He dipped the tip into black ink and leaned forward. The scratch of the quill against parchment cut through the silence. Jefferson wrote his name, large and bold. The document looked calm on the surface, neat lines and careful script, but it thundered with accusation, tyranny, oppression, absolution from the crown. Outside, a carriage rattled past. Somewhere down the street, a vendor called out bread prices. Life continued, unaware that its shape was about to change forever. John Adams stepped forward next. He signed, strong and fast. "This is for freedom," he whispered, more to himself than anyone else. Benjamin Franklin followed, smiling faintly as he bent over the page. His glasses sat low on his nose as he added his name. When he straightened, his expression grew serious. "Well," he murmured, "the world is now watching, whether it knows it or not." One by one, the men came forward. Farmers, lawyers, doctors, shopkeepers, 56 names in all. Some hands trembled, some jaws tightened. Each man knew what this ink could cost him, his home, his fortune, his life. I heard whispers pass across the table. "The king will be mad," one man said under his breath. "But we must be free," another replied. Samuel Adams leaned forward. "We stopped being subjects long ago," he said quietly. "This merely admits it aloud." The final signature was placed. No one spoke. The silence that followed was not empty. It was full of risk, full of resolve, full of something dangerously close to hope. Then, outside, a bell rang, loud and clear. Cheers rose from the streets of Philadelphia. The men carefully rolled up the paper, protecting it as though it were already fragile history. Hands were shaken, nods were exchanged, faces changed, fear softening into determination. I slipped back into the corridor as the door opened and sunlight spilled into the room. Bells rang, crowds gathered. Empires would soon take notice. But in that one quiet room, with a single document and 56 brave names, a nation had been born, and I had heard it all.
This is the Witness Chronicles on the American Declaration of Independence in 1776. For more stories like this, give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe.